Now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Today the third and final game in this three-game series between the Oakland A's and the Boston Red Sox. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Chris Sale gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. 3-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, this team's lineup is dead last in batting average, and I tell you what, that does not bode well for the rest of the season. If you do not have professional at-bats up and down the lineup, or at least 6 to 7 guys, it is eventually going to catch up to you.
Franklin Tennis is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of it's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And this is called a foul ball. Maybe by a matter of inches that time.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. A's are gone in order, and now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Jesse Hahn gets the ball for Oakland in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
There's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, Dero. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Throw on to first. He'll take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I think he'll see what his replay guys think first. Looking at it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he was out or not. Tough call.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision. First offering on its way. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Hanley Ramirez would be next. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Striding in for Boston, Hanley Ramirez. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And it's gone into the monster seats. It's a 2-run shot for Hanley Ramirez, number 296 in his career. And that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Next up for the Red Sox, Brandon Belt. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Belt, a former San Francisco Giant, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Hans ready. Here it is on 0-2. Fouled off. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I like what he was trying to do there with the 2-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Well, the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. We'll head to the... So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Striding in for Oakland, Ryan Healy.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. Next up for the A's, Marcus Semien. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's only 1 for 10. No balls and a strike to count. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. So coming to the plate, Matt Olson. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base paths, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Striding forward now is the DH, Jake Smolinski. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Davis over at second. Semien on at first with 2 down. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. A's strand a couple. They trail it here 2-0.
Leading off for the Red Sox, third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. On the ground to third. Healy scoops it up. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
And that's what speed does for you. He made the play, but in the back of his mind, he knew he was dealing with the speedster, so he rushed the throw, and he had more time than he thought, too.
Stepping up to the plate, Andrew Valenzuela. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Well, this second inning is not starting out any better than the first was. He just might not have it in this one.
The 1-0. Runners off for second. high fly ball out to straightaway center. Lamar moves over, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Runner goes for second. In the dirt here. Oh, and this is low, and it won't be dug out, so he picked the right pitch to run on there, and he's in at second base with a stolen bag.
Once the catcher realized that pitch was going to be a worm burner, I think he gave up on worrying about trying to throw out the stealing base runner. That was a good job of just keeping it close.
1 out and a runner on third. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now. He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. Striding into the box, Brock Holt. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. There's one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is... There they are, the teammates. Ted Williams, Johnny Pesky, Bobby Doerr, and Dom DiMaggio. 4 great Red Sox that played right here as teammates, of course, at Fenway. Josh Begley is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1.
Up next for Oakland.
Ready for another chance? Ryan Mortero. He flew out in his last at-bat. Lays off 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Soft liner to the right side, but this will be taken easily at first, and there are 2 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ryan Lamar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Nunez is there for it. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. So with 1 gone, we take a look at the current standings entering play, and it's not all that pretty. As you can see, these guys are well back in the division race, already looking forward to next year. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
Now batting.
Here's Mookie Betts. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. He's set, and the pitch. Here's a first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Pedroia leads off first with 1 away. Bullet back up the middle. Lamar is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
First offering on its way. Ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. Now the 2-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. So 2 on with 2 away. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. Line drive to left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Boston strands a couple, but they're on top 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Franklin Tennis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And that's through for a hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate.
To second for 1 on to Belt, and they turn to a double play.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Ryan Healy, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down. Striding in once again, Eduardo Nunez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Eduardo Nunez.
Line to the right side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. Runner back safely. And again a throw, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Here's the 0-1. A pitch out. The throw. Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first. 1-1. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. A throw behind the runner at second. A dive, but he's back. And he'll turn and throw back to second again, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And now he'll go back to second another time here. And the fans don't like this at all. The 2-1. Runner goes for third. All even at 2-2. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Here's Jackie Bradley now.
Center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Here comes the first pitch. Now both runners are breaking. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to third, and he will make it back in there. He's safe at third.
Shortstop, Brock.
Digging in, Brock Holt. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop-up strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
It's fouled away. Here's another 0-2. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. 50th pitch of the game on its way. And this one's tapped fouled at home plate. Ready with the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Ready with the 0-2. Weak chopper up the line. That winds up foul. Nunez at third. Valenzuela at second. Bradley at first. 1 gone. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
This is line to left. Davis the catch. Tagging is the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. In the dirt here, and a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. 1-0 home to Pedroia. And that one just missed outside.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. And the run will come across to score from second, and they open it up to 4-0 now. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Betts is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
A little bouncer.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
So he froze him for the strikeout. Marcus Semien is retired to kick off the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Nunez in foul ground, and he brings it in on the warning track. Now the A's designated hitter, Jake Smolinski. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking the zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Josh Begley would be next. Hit on the ground out to short. Holt loves it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. Here's Hanley Ramirez. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. First offering on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And he misses with it. 1-1.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Hanley Ramirez.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full, 3-2. Now here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Simeon's there. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Here's first baseman Brandon Belt. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that is into the visitors' bullpen, a home run. A solo home run here for Brandon Belt. And even 40 home runs on the year for him now, as the Red Sox break on top now 5-0.
Boy, this guy just keeps going on. His 40th home run of the season, and he's not done yet. He keeps this up, he's definitely going to be in the conversation for some of the year-end awards.
Now pitching for Oakland, number 45.
Stepping in now, Eduardo Nunez. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Mortero ranges to his right, and that's the second out.
The catcher, number 35.
Digging in once again, Andrew Valenzuela. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate at strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And this will be fouled away. 0-2, here it comes. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Davis will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. The Red Sox tack on. Digging in for his second at-bat, Josh Begley. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
Still 2-2. Here's another 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Riding in once again, Ryan Mortero. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Here's one hit softly down the line in left, but foul. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Here now is Ryan Lamar. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Digging in once again, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll lead it off for the Red Sox here in their half of the 6th.
Bradley Jr.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fooled by the speed and location of that one. It's 2-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And he'll be back in standing up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fouled away. Bradley on at first. Nobody out. Behind 0-2 now. In the dirt, but it's swung on for the 3rd strike. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the 2nd out. Big mistake there. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Andrew Benintendi. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. Digging in and looking for more, Franklin Tennis. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Behind 0-2 now. Left side. Nunez is up with it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The left fielder, number 2.
Ready for another shot now. Chris Davis. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And they look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
So far, this has been a very productive outing. We're into the middle innings of this one, and his pitch count is down, and this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game.
Hot swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Chris Davis is the 2nd out in the 7th inning. Now here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And that one stayed up a little high. The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1-2 to go the A's. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Striding into the box, Dustin Pedroia. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Dustin Pedroia.
And a swing and a miss that time by Pedroia as he finds himself in an 0-2 hole now.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Olsen waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's Mookie Betts. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. And this will kick up against the wall near the Red Sox bullpen. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2-base hits this year. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. From the belt, the pitch, and he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch, and another foul ball. Fouled off. And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that once, and now we go full count.
Hit high and deep to right center. Lamar sprinting after it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. Betts rounds third and is digging for the plate. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third. Here's first baseman Brandon Belt, runner in scoring position with Sujan.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches. Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Ball and a strike. Betts on third with 2 out. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Here now the 2-2. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Red Sox stepping in and ready for another shot. Marcus Semien. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. First offering on its way. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Standing in now, Josh Begley, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive it a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
No problem over there for the baby giraffe belt, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors. Ready for another chance? Eduardo Nunez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking ball in for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Grounded to short. And that's out number 1. Digging in to try it again, Andrew Valenzuela. He comes into this at-bat 0 for 2 with the hit by pitch. Here comes the first pitch. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound. Here's Jackie Bradley now. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. 2 out, nobody on. Slow bouncer to the right side. It's foul, strike 1. And he fouls this one off. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. The 2-2 one more time. The bouncer to the left side. Oh, what a play! Hats off to that one. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Ryan Mortero. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. High in the air out to center field. Pedroia has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here now is Ryan Lamar, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Push to the right side. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Next up for the A's, Franklin Tennis. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
He's got it, and the Red Sox have claimed their 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove in the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
5-0 the final score today. The Boston Red Sox win for the 115th time to set the pace in the division. Chris Sale gets to that magic number, 20 wins on the season, striking out 12 in the process. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Klezak, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB.